And now the voice of Oklahoma presents Johnnie Lee Wills and all the boys.
The death of Bob Wills in May 1975 ignited a Western swing revival throughout America. One of the people to benefit from this musical phenomenon was Bob's brother Johnnie Lee Wills, who had been with Bob from the very beginning as a Texas Playboy in September 1933. Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys played on KVOO daily from February 1933 through 1942. When Bob left the Tulsa, Oklahoma area for California in 1942, he turned the band over to his brother Johnnie Lee, who continued the daily broadcast until 1958. What you're about to hear is a reunion of Johnnie Lee Wills' band on KVOO on April 28, 1981. Many of Johnnie Lee Wills' former band members, as well as some of Bob Wills' alumni, were on the broadcast, including vocalist and fiddler Curly Lewis, pianist Clarence Cagle, saxophonist Blub Rhees, steel guitarist Gene Crownover, Eldon Shamblin on electric guitar, Wayne Johnson on clarinet, and several others, including vocalist Candy Noe and her husband Roy Ferguson. Johnnie Lee and Bob's brother Luke Wills comes up to the microphone to sing a number, and soon after that, a former member of Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys, Ramona Reed, pays the broadcast a visit to sing a few numbers as well. I hope you enjoy it. Do me a favor and click on the red subscribe button below. YouTube will never bother you with any emails. They just want to know if you're watching my videos or not. But if you ring the bell, you will receive a notification when we upload a new video. It's your choice. And with that out of the way, here we go.
Yes, sir, and sing the songs you want to hear before we are through. It's Johnnie Lee and all the boys sending thanks to you for your support and loyalty and your friendship through.
Yes, that is, and hello, friends, to you. Where's everybody, and hello, Jay Jones.
Well, hello, Johnnie Lee Wills, my friend. It's been about a year since we did this.
Yes, it seemed like 6 months.
Well, you've been pretty busy. I just been sitting around doing nothing, but boy, is it nice to have you back again.
Oh, it feels good to be up here and have all these boys here with us. What company we could afford up here, well, we're glad to see them.
Yeah, we've got some paid applause up here. And
right.
I tell you what, I think about in the next 2 hours, we can either curl their hair or straighten it, whichever the case may be. What do you say we take off with a good one here called South?
Trying to go.
I'll tell you, if you didn't have a toe tapping or a finger snapping in, we might as well pat him in the face with a shovel. What do you think, huh?
I believe so. Yeah.
Hey, about a week from tonight, going to have some fun starting out the pavilion.
Oh, you bet.
The
Doggone,
41st
right here on it.
annual? You started when you was 43, was it?
No,
You were...
I was real small.
Well, that's what I mean. This is the 41st annual Johnnie Lee Wills Tulsa Stampede coming up. You're about 3 or 4 when you started. You're about 44,
Yeah, Mr.
45.
Bell, I don't think, no, he wasn't that old. I better not say that either. You're going to get me into it up here.
Anyway, we got all of the cowboys and cowgals coming to town next week, and we're going to have ourselves a time around here for about 5 or 6 days.
They really are, and everybody seems to be enthused about it. Got a lot of good entertainment, going to be there this year. First time.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that, and of course, it might make the cowboys work harder because the stock always bucks better when they hear a lot of music going on.
Well, for instance, Johnny Rodriguez is going to be there a week from tonight, May 1st.
Right.
Jody Miller the next night, May 2nd.
Mhm.
And then that friend of everybody's in Big Country, Red Steagall, on
Yes,
the 3rd.
sir.
And you
Playing
guys are
big.
going to be there every night.
He's playing a big dance out there at the education
Yep.
building. No trouble, walk right across there and really have a big time.
I tell you, that quadrant of ground out there is going to be jumping out there from the 1st through the Sunday on a matinee, about 2:15, I think.
I hope you're right.
Every night at 8:15. Well, we'd be talking about that more and have some fun here before we get out tonight.
Absolutely.
We just want everybody out there in Big Country tonight to know that we got a live show going on here with Johnnie Lee and the boys, and it's been too long since we did this.
Too long, you waited too long to come home, and your daddy can't use you anymore. Too long, you waited too long to come home. Now this is all that I can say. If you be late about 9:30, I'm gonna drink your beer and wine. Too long, you waited too long to come home, and your daddy can't use you anymore. Wait, John. Smiling man, brother Clarence Cagle. So this is all that I can say. I beg you, baby, both night and day, stop your silly with your low-down ways. Too long, you waited too long to come home, and your daddy can't use you anymore.
All right, I tell you. I got a gentleman sitting across from me right now who has been associated with this aggregation, I think they used to call them, for many, many years. And O.W., you and I made another winner.
Yes, we did.
By golly, I hope we can keep on making them, don't you?
I hope so, but I know how the bears feel after they come out of hibernation now, because I hibernated for about two months here this
You
winter.
socked in there and stayed,
Yes, I
didn't you?
did. It's that kind of weather.
Do you think these guys are kind of like a vintage bourbon or something? The older they get, the better they sound.
Yeah, you know, some of these older people, they don't like to be called old people. They call themselves vintage people. So this is a vintage band.
Yeah, among other things that I've heard you guys call before. Oh, that's great. That's great. In the beginning, it kind of sounds ominous, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In the beginning with Johnnie Lee and the boys, was it a heck of a problem trying to get bookings?
No problem at all when Johnnie Lee started with his band, because that's the reason he started his band, because we had so darn many bookings that Bob couldn't take care of with his band, so we just put Johnnie Lee out and organized his own band and took up the slack.
And took it up, he
took
did,
up the
didn't
slack,
he?
he did. And so he just kept on keeping on, so we were around here for many years. You know, we were on the air for General Mills on KVOO for 19 years and 7 months. That was a long time, wasn't it?
It certainly was. Shows don't last that long anymore.
No, they sure don't.
I don't even know whether I'm going to last I've got 17 here, but I don't know if I'm going to make 19 or not.
And we were on several years before we started with them, and several years after we left them. But anyway, it was on here quite a spell.
Wouldn't it be fun if radio stations around the country would do this more often and quit unwinding carts so much?
Well, it would. I think people like live music, live entertainment.
I do.
They sure do, and I'd like to see them do it more. But I don't know whether they can meet the payroll nowadays like they used to in those days. It didn't cost as much as it does now.
Well, these guys still demand as much, but we don't have to give them anything.
That's right.
What do you say we get over here and see if these guys can kind of get together on one that Tennessee Plowboy made pretty big many, many years ago? Anytime.
Anytime you're feeling lonely, anytime you're feeling blue, anytime you feel downhearted, that will prove your love for me is true. Anytime you're thinking about me, that's the time I think of you. Anytime you say you want me back again, that's the time I'll come back home to you. Anytime you're feeling lonely, anytime you're feeling blue, anytime you see a rainbow, that will be a sign the storm is through. Anytime you're thinking about me, that's the time I'll think of you. Anytime you're sure you want something I love, that's the time
mighty good.
Hey, Johnny, before we get any deeper into this, why don't you introduce all of these guys to everyone so we'll kind of know what we're listening to as it comes out over the airwaves?
I'm afraid you'd put me on the spot. It'd be easier to have them to walk by. I don't remember some
Well,
of the
they
names.
can't get it.
It's been
We
so
got
long.
them in there with a shoehorn. They're not about to get out of there till we're through.
Well, we'll start to my right here.
All right.
And, of course, well, we'll go with Curly. He's standing there. Mr. Curly Lewis, been around here a long time with us. Mighty fine fiddler and a great singer. And then the young boy of the band up here tonight, Mr. Don Rhees, doing a swell job on the steel
On the
guitar.
steel, absolutely.
Mr. Bob Bentley back there on the bass fiddle.
Big Bob.
And way back yonder in the corner, the man that's always smiling, should have been on television all of his life because he's just smiled so much. Our fine piano player, Clarence Cagle from Rogers, Arkansas, and we caused him to close up his store real early.
To come over
Come
tonight,
up here,
I think.
yeah.
Let's give Clarence a
I
hand.
think
Yeah.
And now then, I am guessing the boy on the bass, his name is Don, isn't it?
On the,
I mean drums. Mel Butler. I knew, see, I don't know.
that's all right. I love to put you on the spot like this.
Now, this next one I know real well was a clarinet there and a fine musician, Mr. Wayne Johnson. He's been here as long as I have.
That's about an hour and a half. Isn't it?
Oh, boy. Jay, I don't know. You're better up here by yourself. And then the guy we always kid a lot, but a great guy to have in the band with you, Mr. Glenn Rhees, better known as Plain Old Blub. I started that.
Plain old Bug.
Slim and trim.
Oh, no, what's right? He is slim. And then here's a guy I could say a lot about, but I won't. I'm going to brag on him, and he'll take it that I'm serious. But I think one of the finest guitar players in the world, Mr. Eldon Shamblin.
I have to agree. You're right.
With Bob a long time, and of course I was with Bob. Eldon told him I was in the band. He said I didn't know that. I thought he was out there chopping weeds on the terminal.
Johnny, you remember the true story of that.
When I got on the band, Bob come to me one day and said, Eldon, said, I want to have a good band. He says, what should I do? I said, well, the first thing you should do is get rid of Johnnie Lee.
Bob always did take the other guys serious. He did. And this boy here is responsible for getting all these guys together and knows their phone numbers and all, Mr. Roy Ferguson.
Yeah, Uncle Roy.
And then we've got another one going to be up here in a minute. We can't say Johnnie Lee Wills and his boys anymore since this ERA or whatever they call it. We got to say Johnnie Lee Wills and his persons.
Okay.
A great little singer, though, going to be up here in a little while, Candy Noe.
Yes, indeed.
And then we're going to have my son Johnny. He's going to be in here in a little bit. And maybe some others standing around out there. We'll get them.
Well, we'll just see if we can't cover up the whole place here.
Of course, you've done introduced Mr. Mayo. He's
Oh, yeah,
one of
well,
us, too.
O.W. and I are going to get together some more here before we get out.
Okay.
I think you did a pretty good job for an old man. You really did fine.
Oh, Mr. Mayo.
No, you. What do you say? Tonight we kind of got a varied show. We
That's
got a
why
little.
live music will never come back.
We got a little something here for everybody tonight, and if you've a mind, I think we ought to. I think we ought to do the waltz you saved for me.
Let's try.
All right.
that in all the days to be, you will sometime remember the waltz you saved for me.
Brother, that's mighty good. Yes,
I don't
sir.
see how you can beat that. I'll tell you what, we got just about time here to hit that steel guitar rag buzz. Johnny, we're going to have to cut out here, you know, a half hour like we do for weather and news and stuff throughout the evening. So
Yes,
let's just do that and put Don to work right now.
Right
Want to?
now.
We'll be returning to Johnnie Lee Wills and all the boys live from KVOO Studios.
hope everybody's in the mood. A little live music from Johnnie Lee Wills and his persons.
Yeah, there you are.
Live from the studios of Big Country Radio in Tulsa, we are having ourselves a time tonight with all the whole gang here. And about a week from tonight, we've got the 41st annual Johnnie Lee Wills Tulsa Stampede coming up again. Starts the 1st of May, runs through the 6th at Expo Square Pavilion. It's one of the oldest and most famous rodeos held anywhere in the world. We got a $24,000 pot this year in prize money, and there's going to be some action out there starting at 8:15 next Tuesday night, and every night through Saturday, where there will be a matinee at 2:15 on Sunday. I've been doing all your work here for you while you're over there trying to get some rosin on the boat. What are you doing there?
You sound a lot better. I'm glad you done that.
Oh, I tell you what, every time I think of Western swing, it just brings back memories, especially of you.
Yeah, that's right.
Memories of you, dear, fill my heart with pain. For I know you'll never be in my arms again. You say you found another. You say you love him too. My poor heart is broken. I don't know what to do.
Eldon Shamblin. Yeah.
Wherever you may wander, wherever you may be, I'll always love you, darling, and want you here with me. Memories of you, my heart will pain. For I know you love me in my arms again.
Yeah, Curly, mighty good.
Memories of you. And Larry said he keeps getting phone calls for requests and everything. One of them was for us to get out of town, but I didn't believe that at all.
I appreciate that.
Hey, speaking of requests, what seems to be the most requested song that you've had down through the years? That you've
Milk Cow Blues.
Well, we're not going to do that.
No.
No, we're not going to do.
Don't laugh. I know another one now.
You wrote another one?
No Milk Cow Blues.
Yeah, okay. What's the next most requested one?
No, not that one. No. Really, it's been so long, I don't really know.
Well, okay. Since you've had a request.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. Yeah.
Okay, I tell you what.
I've had a request, but I went ahead and sung anyhow.
Hey, I tell you what. We got a fine young offspring here who's been out doing a little riding today and checking the stock and stuff. And I think we ought to get him in here right now.
I think we should.
Hey, Johnny, too. Are you around there? I can't. There you go. Are you all ready with the stock and stuff for Tuesday night a week?
You bet.
Huh?
They're going to be rolling in here Thursday night, and we'll have them here getting all fat and sassy for the break open there Tuesday night at 8:15.
Okay, now do you have cow persons as mean and ready to go as the animals?
You bet.
You notice how I use that person?
Yeah, we'll probably have just in the neighborhood of 350 cowboys and cowgirls here ready to go.
Well, see, he segmented them there. It's Johnnie Lee Wills and these persons now.
I heard that.
Hey, would you like to kind of step up there right now and then he used to start this on a soapbox and just keep going up, huh? Cutting the soapbox down till he didn't need it anymore, huh? Why don't you sing for us, Johnny, too? Keeps on hurting.
That's fine. I'll sure to give it a try anyhow. Key of A. I cry myself to sleep each night, wishing I could hold you tight. Life seems so empty since you went away. The pillow where you lay your head holds my lonely tears instead, and it keeps right on hurting since you're gone. It keeps right on hurting every minute of the day. Every hour you're away, I feel so lonely, and I can't help it. I don't think I can go on, and it keeps right on hurting since you're gone. Forgot your memory, and it keeps right on hurting since you're gone. It keeps right on hurting every minute of the day. Every hour you're away, I feel so lonely, and I can't help it. I don't think I can go on, and it keeps right on hurting since you're gone. Yes, it keeps right on hurting since you're gone.
Johnny, mighty good. Yes, sir.
I thank you, Johnny, too. As Billy Parker calls him, John Thomas, and I call him Johnny too. He's got more names, but he always comes running.
He always comes running. That's right.
You done taught him well.
We're going to get you back in here in just a little bit. In other words, his grandmother enjoys hearing him sing, so she's kind of been under the weather, so let's do it for your grandmother out there, and I hope she's listening. And your mother, too. We'll go that far. I think she likes hearing him sing also.
I'll bet she does. Well, I know there's a lot of grandmothers out there. In fact, we got a call, the Walshes say it for me. I told you, we've got a little something here for everybody.
I believe we have.
Blub told me during the intermission there that this next song was written by a guy just back from Mexico City. Now, I don't know about this at all.
Not if Blub told you, I don't either.
Oh, well, it's a Spanish two-step.
We'll try it.
All right. Dubby, let me ask you, since this is the 41st annual Johnnie Lee Wills Tulsa Stampede coming up, that must have put it back in 1938. Who got the idea to start something like this in the first place?
Well, it was actually in 1939.
Okay.
Although that was only 40 years ago, this will be the 41st annual.
All right.
Oh, who got the idea?
I understand that. That's what scares me. It was 39, but this is the 41st. Yeah, whose idea was it?
Well, the Tulsa Junior Chamber of Commerce was host to the National Junior Chamber of Commerce Convention that year here in Tulsa. And they had been going to the previous national conventions, inviting the membership to come to Tulsa for the national convention. Begin to tell them to come to the cowboy country, Indian country, and what have you. So they got it here that year in the month of June. So they said, well, we've got it now. Well, we've got to show them a little Western spirit, atmosphere, and so forth. And so they came up to our office, Bob and I, and said, we'd like for you boys to put on a rodeo while we're having the convention. We'll get behind it and give you a boost and what have you, and you give us a free admission to all of the visiting JCs here on a Friday night. Free admission, and we'll get behind it and boost as a booster, but we still had to pay the bill. So anyway, they talked us into it, and we put on this first rodeo in 1939, and it was only a 4-day rodeo at that time. And they had their convention, and they had that building loaded on Friday night with delegates that were attending the convention here. And so after that year, we only made about $150 to $200 out of it when we paid all of our bills.
That's pretty good money then, though.
That was pretty good money, and we decided we'd try it again. So we did, and again, and again, and again, and now Johnnie Lee and Little John are carrying it on, and this is 41.
The 41th
41.
one. I think that's great.
I think it's great. I think the rodeo has done much to perpetuate the Western heritage. You know, Oklahomans are pretty proud of their heritage. You know, in Oklahoma City, we got the Western Heritage Center and Cowboy Hall of Fame.
Right.
And by the way, you got Gilcrease Museum here, which is the Western art, the greatest. Will Rogers Memorial up here and what have you. And you've got the Johnnie Lee Wills Tulsa Stampede for the 41st year. So we're trying to keep that old Western spirit and Western heritage going.
I think it's great.
You know, the Cowboys has contributed a lot. You know, there was a lot of paperback novels wrote depicting that the fact that the West was won by the six gun and the Pharaoh tables and so forth, but that's not true. You know, the American cowboy played a big part in that, riding his sweaty horse and his dirty, wet clothes on these cattle trails, you know, to the market. And I think they contributed more to the opening and the Western territory than any other people.
I do thank you for that. I wasn't going to say, hey, you cowboys, let's have some music, but after you described him wearing those kind of clothes, I'm afraid if I say that, you guys are going to... I mean, up here tonight, though, these guys are going
in those days, though, you know, they were out on the range for weeks and weeks at a time, and they didn't get to tell them about twice a year.
Do you want... Well, we're going to get you for a night, so you want to go to Kansas City from here?
I would like to.
All right, and we're going to call up this one over here. Who's going to do it? This
Candy
one?
Noe,
This one?
She's going to take us.
Okay, here's Miss Candy Noe.
Yeah, I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to Kansas City, baby. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little fellas there, and I'm going to get me one. Yeah, I'm going to be standing on the corner of Trust Street and Vine. Yeah, I am. I'm going to stand on the corner, baby, Trust Street and Vine. Yeah, I am. Oh, in my Kansas City, baby, and my Kansas City wine. Well, I might take a train, I might take a plane, but I have to walk, yeah, I'm going just the same. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. They got the great little fellas there, and I'm going to get me one. Oh, let's go to Kansas
City. We'll be rejoining Johnnie Lee Wills live from the KVOO studios right after the news and a little bit of weather from the KVOO.
that. Boy, I could listen to that another hour. I'll tell you.
Little Sally Johnson there. When you said it's going to be a breakdown, who was that back there said, oh, what happened?
That's the guy on the drum.
Oh.
I don't know where he's from yet.
Mel? Okay, well, he was right in there with the rest of them.
Eldon said he didn't know what a breakdown was.
Well, we're into hour number 2 of our live music show tonight with Johnnie Lee Wills and
Yes,
the persons.
sir.
And I don't see how anything can go wrong here except just up from here.
Just keep going.
Huh? No, up. Yeah. What do you say we stick our finger over here into the condiment cabinet and come up with a little sugar and salt? What have you been calling this all night? What'd you say?
Pepper and salt.
Pepper and salt. Okay.
Sugar and salt, but not on the table. Sugar in your kisses, salt in my tears. Sugar and salt, they make love a fable. The sugar in your kisses, the salt in my tears. Your kisses are so sweet, I treasure each one. I wish that you meant it, but you're just having your fun. Sugar and salt, someday you remember the sugar in my kisses when there's salt in your tears. Sugar in your kisses, salt in my tears. Sugar and salt, they make love a fable. The sugar in your kisses, the salt in my tears. Your kisses are so sweet, I treasure each one. I wish that you meant it, but you're just having your fun. Sugar and salt, someday you'll remember the sugar in my kisses when there's salt in your tears.
All right. Mighty good, Kurt. You bet.
Yeah, that's a spice cabinet.
You know, Jay, we was talking about all the entertainment we're going to have here during the rodeo next week. There's one guy I especially want to talk about, Red Steagle. We got a tape he sent. We play there in the store. And it's one of the greatest, and he's got one of the finest bands. And, of course, he's playing a big dance there at the Educational Building Thursday night. Mr. Ray Bingham is bringing him in. And he was good enough to say that he'd appear over there in the rodeo. That's what
great.
kind of feller he is,
That's
and
great.
we want to say our hats off to him. And I want all the friends to go over to the dance. I know they'll really enjoy it, and Red will sure appreciate it, too.
Well, he will appreciate it by doing a good job for him, and when he
Right,
performs,
that's what
I'll tell you, you can't sit on your hands.
No, he's really fine.
He really is. Listen, since we've got a big pot this year, and the prize money is up to about $24,000 right now for all these cowgirls and cowboys that are coming in here, I understand that a portion of the proceeds from this rodeo are going to the Heart Fund, too.
That's right, absolutely, and we're proud to do that, and of course we got a nice letter from them last year, and they thanked us very much for the money that we sent them, and we was proud to do it.
Couldn't be for a better cause, so everybody can show a little heart and go to rodeo and help the Heart Fund.
Absolutely.
All right, now I've done my bit there. What do you say a while ago we had to cut out on the hour for a bit of weather and news, and we're not going to do that right now. We were about halfway to Kansas City. I think we
didn't get there, did we?
No, we stopped off about Chanute, I think.
Right.
So what do you say we come back? No, we're not going to go all the way to Kansas City. Now we're through with that. That's past. That's it. We're going.
My baby's got me locked up in chains, and it's the kind that you can't see. Well, now these chains of love got a hold on me, yeah. Chains, well, I can't break away from these chains. I can roll around, 'cause I'm not free. Well, now these chains of love won't set me free, yeah. I wanna tell you, pretty baby, I think you're fine. Why, I'd like to love you, but baby, I'm imprisoned by these chains. My baby's got me locked up in chains, and I ain't the kind that you can't see. Well, now these chains of love got a hold on me, yeah. I see. Why, I'd love to kiss them, but baby, I'm in prison by these chains. My baby's got me locked up in chains, and there's the kind that you can't see. Well, now these chains of love got a hold on me, yeah. Well, now these chains of love
got me in chains indeed. Where else could you have so much fun for the price?
I just don't know.
Huh?
I
2
guess
hours
after
a
rodeo next week.
Come out and get onto the rodeo, right. Okay, I tell you what, that was Miss Candy and Curly. And all the guys falling in behind there. I think we're going to kind of change the tempo a bit now. And this is a song that came out, I believe, in the late 40s. And it's been done by everybody, but I wish you'd listen to Curly sing To Each His Own.
A rose must remain where the sun and the rain are its lovely promise won't come true. To each his own, to each his own, and my own is you. What good is a song if the words just don't belong, and a dream must be a dream for two? No good alone, to each his own. For me there's you. If a flame is to go, there must be a glow. To open each door, there's a key. I need you, I know. I can't let you go. Your touch means too much to me. Two lips must insist on two more to be kissed, or they'll never know what love can do. To each his own, I found my own, one and where the sun and the rain are its lovely promise won't come true. To each his own, to each his own, and my own is you. What good is a song if the words just don't belong, and a dream must be a dream for two. No good alone, to each his own. For me, there's you. If a flame is to grow, there must be a glow. To open each door, there's a key. I need you, I know. I can't let you go. Your touch means too much to me. To live must insist on two more to be kissed, or they'll never know what love can do. To each his own, I found my own, one and only
Brother, that's mighty pretty. Yes, sir.
I like that, indeedy I do, I'll tell you. Listen, we forgot to mention a while ago, I think we did earlier in the program, that this gang here is going to be out at the rodeo each night, too.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Are they going to be riding or playing?
Playing.
Oh.
There's riding. Now, that would be a big rodeo.
Okay, well, we told everybody tonight here on our live show with Johnnie Lee Wills and the guys and gals and everything that we had a little something for everyone. So I don't know why we just don't bring old Uncle Roy up here and do that long, tall Texan.
Let's do it.
All right.
Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I wear a 10-gallon hat. He rides from Texas, wears a 10-gallon hat. I'm a long, tall Texan. I wear a 10-gallon hat. He rides from Texas, wears a 10-gallon hat. People look at me and say, "Oh, Roy, is that your hat?" Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. He rides from Texas, rides a big white horse. I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. He rides from Texas, rides a big white horse. People look at me and say, "Oh, Roy, is that your Well, I was walking down the street with my shiny bag, first feeling on my feet, when I saw a man a-comin', he was coming with a gun. But I just can't be beat. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I uphold justice for the law. He rides from Texas to enforce the law. I'm a long, tall Texan. I uphold justice for the law. He rides from Texas to enforce the law. People look at me and say, "Oh, Roy, is you the law?" I ride a big white horse. He rides from Texas, rides a big white horse. I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. He rides from Texas, rides a big white horse. People look at me and say, "Oh, Roy, is that your
Well, I was walking down the street with my Johnny bag, birds singing on my feet. When I saw a man a-coming, he was coming with a gun. But I just can't be beat. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I uphold justice for the law. He rides in Texas to enforce the law. I'm a long, tall Texan. I uphold justice for the law. He rides in Texas to enforce the law. People look at me and say, oh Roy, is you the law?
Do you believe we can do a little twinkle, twinkle, little star before we have to do a little weather and news? Go.
We'll be rejoining Johnnie Lee Wills and all the boys shortly, right after a little...
There, the twin fiddles, Curly and Johnny, getting us in our final 25. It's been an all too short evening. I'll bet if you had a nickel for every time you played that, Johnny, we'd go on a heck of a long fishing trip, couldn't we?
We wouldn't be talking about a rodeo.
Okay. Now I want everybody to listen to this. I just found out, had a call that today is Eldon's birthday, and I think it only be fitting that we sing Happy Birthday, right?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eldon. Happy birthday to you. And many more of them, my talented friend.
I got to treat him nicer now.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I wouldn't have slammed him when he came in at 4 o'clock this afternoon if I'd have known that. Oh, golly, it's so much fun to have these live shows like this. It's done too seldom, and I think everyone out there is enjoying from the amount of phone calls that Larry's getting in there. And I'm just going to thank you on behalf of all of our big country listeners, and I know all the shows you guys used to do at noon, you always used to say, keep them cards and letters coming in, you know.
Absolutely. Boy, that's the better. And You know, right now, Jay, what makes me feel good tonight and really happy that all these boys will still come up here and do a program with me, and all their smile on their faces, and we're having a big time. I know I'm enjoying it.
Well, I know, but why did you have those chain shackles outside there? You took off their legs when they came in.
Well, Clarence is a little bit contrary here. He had to drive from Rogers, Arkansas to come up here.
I think that's really nice
It really
to go
is.
over here from our sister city over there. Hey, what
Where
do you
we have
say
a call from?
Huh?
Tommy Elliott, you little fella used to play steel guitar. Yeah, polecat, right?
Yeah, old polecat.
Well, Tommy, we're glad you called and hope you enjoyed it.
Let's get Johnny 2 back up here for a little San Antonio roll.
Lies a melody, a song of old San Antone, where in dreams I live with a memory beneath the stars all alone. It was there I found beside the Alamo enchantment strange as the blue up above, a moonlit path that only she would know. Still hears my broken song of love. Moon in all your splendor knows only my heart. Call back my rose, rose of San Antone. Lips so sweet and tender, like petals falling apart. Speak once again of my love, my old broken songs. Empty words I know still live in my heart all alone. On that moonlit path by the Alamo, and rose my rose of San Antone. My heart, call back my rose, rose of San Antone. Lips so sweet and tender, like petals falling apart. Speak once again of my love, my own broken songs. Empty words I know still live in my heart all alone. On that moonlit path beside the Alamo, and rose my rose of San Antone. All right.
San Antonio Road.
Yeah. We got them out here on Peoria applauding for that.
Well, good.
Yeah, you can see the building rattling here. Listen, we should just dedicate that song to Clarence's mother-in-law, Ruth Fitzsimmons, up in Coffeyville, Kansas, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, you bet.
Can we do that? Is that all right with you, Clarence? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, that was for her then especially. Were you getting ready to say something over there?
No, I was getting my voice ready.
Oh, that's right. You got a little rosin on your tonsils.
Been trying a long time.
Well, now, I knew that it was about time for us to head for this one. We've been putting it off about as long as we can
Yeah,
without
I
getting
know
into...
somebody I want to dedicate it to.
All right.
There's some of my folks up at Adair.
All right.
Theron McDaniel, Margie, and Vicky.
Okay.
They can't say anything about it, 'cause if they do, I'll hear about it.
Okay.
And I won't let him bring his truck down here for the rodeo.
They could just turn that little knob on the front of it, though.
I hadn't thought of that. I hope they won't.
Milk Cow
Up this morning, looked outdoors. I could tell my milk cow, I could tell by the way she lows. If you see my milk cow, please drive her on home. Ain't had no milk and butter since my cow's been gone. Well, you've got to treat me right day by day. Get out your little prayer book, get out on your day's pray, 'cause you gon' need my help someday. Yeah, you're going to be sorry, you treat me this way. Roy Ferguson. Don't that sun look good going down? Well, good evening. Don't that sun look good going down? And does your bed look lonesome when your lover ain't around? I tried everything, baby, to get along with you. Now I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop crying and leave you alone. If you don't think I'm leaving, can count the days along. You won't see my sweet face no more. Yeah, you're going to be wondering, baby, where in this world I'm gone.
And call the law. Yeah. Oh, you can get in trouble with music like that. Huh? You gonna let me talk? I was gonna talk to Mr. Mayo here once again. O.W., is there...
Keep bragging on the song.
Oh.
Well, go ahead and talk to Mr. Mayo.
Well, that's what I was going to do.
Oh, that's good.
Johnny, that was well done.
Thank you, Dave.
I shouldn't even have said that, you know, and after you came over and twisted my arm like that.
They would have to bar that song, John would have to quit broadcasting.
That's the truth, isn't it? They would have to do that indeed. Well, as we've been saying here all evening, O.W., we got this great big 41st annual Johnnie Lee Wills Tulsa Stampede starting a week from tonight here in Tulsa at the Expo
Yes,
Square.
and you'll see the top cowboys of the nation here at Tulsa, and that's always been the story, and with the prize money that they're offering, and incidentally, they don't happen to have much competition. There's 2 or 3 one-day rodeos around scattered over the country, maybe in California somewhere, but there's no competition, and they'll all be here. Sometimes you have too many cowboys, really, to get them all through. You have to have a lot of slack in your events like bull riding and especially bulldogging and calf roping.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll take care of them if they'll just come.
All 7 events every night and a matinee on Sunday.
Yep.
Well, sounds like a winner to me. Oh, I think we've forgotten to tell them all evening, though, that you can pick up the tickets at Johnnie Lee Wills Western Store in Clark's downtown. I suppose they will be available at the door.
Oh, yes.
Sir, you bet. All right. See, he gets way off mic there and he shakes his head yes.
They usually put them on sale out there about 7 o'clock every evening,
Okay.
preceding the grand entry time at 8:15. So if you haven't got them, why, you can get them out there at the grounds each evening.
I think
And of
everybody...
course, Sunday afternoon, just don't
I wouldn't wait to
that
get
one.
him at the door on Sunday afternoon because that's usually always a full house, isn't it? There you go, shaking that head again.
Well, that is the final performance, and that's at 2:15 on Sunday afternoon.
Right. All right. We want to remind them once again that you're going to see some of the finest animals out there and some of the best cowboys and cowgals that are around, and every night, 8:15 p.m.
They've got
Tuesday, Saturday.
Harry Voles got one of the best string stocks in the country. He is from Colorado. Incidentally, he puts on the Cheyenne Rodeo, which they call the daddy of them all.
That's
and I
the
guess
big one, Nathan.
we'll grant that because it's one of the oldest and one of the longest running rodeos. And Harry has that rodeo plus several other larger rodeos, including Tulsa.
Well, you can go all over this country of ours from west to here, and all you can hear is Johnnie Lee Wills' Tulsa Stampede come May time. We don't wrap no maypoles out there, but we have ourselves one heck of a good time on those beasts that they bring in.
Always the first Tuesday in May.
Right after May Day. You just wrap the pole and go. Oh, he said a word that time. Hey,
That happens to be the first day of May this
that's right,
time,
it is.
too.
It is. Okay. All right. Well, taxes are all behind us, and we're ready to go. You know, it's about time that some of the guys start loading the extra things in the bus and get ready to head out for the next town. But before we go, I think we'd like to have the prettiest one of the bunch here tonight get in here and play. Not you, Roy. Thank you, Jay. And let her kind of plead for old Bill to come on home.
Oh, won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Oh, won't you come home? Well, I'm on the whole night long. Now I'm gonna be your cook and honey. I'll pay the rent. I know that I've done you wrong, but now remember that rainy that I drove you out when the boy tried to come. But I know that I'm late now. Ain't it a shame, Bill Bailey? Won't you please come on home? Rock out.
think after a play like that, old Bill's going to stay away too long, do you? Larry just came in once again, and it's like old times, I'll tell you. Now, you know this happened when you used to be playing live on KVO all the time and getting more requests for songs out there. Of course, we can't take them because we only got 3 or 4 minutes left here, and we've got the show all planned tonight. Maybe next time we can take a request about a week ahead of time, then we can figure it out from that.
That'd be mighty fine.
But we do thank everybody for calling in and working Larry, because we didn't want him to fall asleep over in the... You think we got enough time here for a little Ida Red, about 3 minutes worth?
Yes, sir. Let's try. Blub's gonna sing it.
Fire and a great clock on a mountain says it's getting late. The curtain in the window snowy white. The power is blood next Sunday night. Ida Red, I'm plumb full about Ida Red. Chicken in the bread pan, taking out dough. Granny does your box, does notes, I'll know. Hurry up, boys, and don't fool around. Grab your partner and truck on down. Ida Red, I'm plumb full about Ida Red. Get away. My old missus swear to me when she died, she set me free. She lived so long till her head got bald, taking up notes and I'd die at all. Ida Red, I'm plumb full about Ida Red. On the table, picture on the wall, there's a pretty sofa and that's not all. I'm not mistaken, I'm sure I'm right. Some other old boys in a parlor tonight. Ida Red, I'm plumb full about Ida
Red. All right, thank you, brother, very much. And you have lost a little weight since last year. Slim and trim, okay. We do this again, I want to see you a little slimmer and a little trimmer. Can you think of anything you'd like to say to all of our big country listeners out there before we have to hit the theme song and get out of here?
Well, sir, I just hope they all enjoyed it as much as we all did bringing it to them. Doggone, this has been fun tonight, and getting to see Mr. Mel back up here with us, and of course seeing you. I hear you every day, but I see you live here tonight, and you do all right.
This is live.
Yes, sir. You're really on the ball tonight. And we really enjoyed it. And I hope all the friends out there, KVO's listeners, why, I hope they enjoyed it too.
Well, I'm sure they did, because this brings back things of yesteryear, and it's done too few times anymore. And I think when we get together like this, that's what lights up the switchboard, and everybody's out there enjoying tonight.
I hope so.
Jim was talking about putting on our first rodeo in '39. That was the year that Bob made his first Western picture, and 3 of the boys that was on that band at that time with Bob are here tonight. Johnnie Lee, Wayne Johnson, and Eldon Shamblin.
They were all there, yeah.
They were there when we made that picture with Tex Ritter.
Oh, yeah.
That was in '39 also.
Old Tex. Well, you wouldn't think that we were sitting here with a bunch of luminaries around us, would you, huh?
No.
I mean, just to look at them old boys over there, they just look like old boys to me.
Eldon thought for a year he was a movie star. Eldon thought for a year he was a movie star, kept waiting for him to call him.
And they
never did.
They never did. I know, that's one of the favorite lines out there. Don't call us, we'll call you, and you just wait and wait and wait. You just keep getting thinner and thinner and thinner. I tell you what, if you can kind of give me about 2.5 minutes worth of theme here as we sign off, I'll thank everybody and give the credits where credits due. We'll get cash tomorrow. And until you guys can all come back up again, you got the thanks of the management at KVOO and all of our big country listeners out there, and you're a bunch of stellar fellers.
Thank you very much.
it's time to go, we bid you all adieu. All adieu. Tune us in again sometime and let us hear from you. It's Johnnie Lee and all the boys sending thanks to you for your support and loyalty and your friendship through. Johnnie Lee Wills and the boys, music tonight live from the studios of KVOO in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We want to thank you. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have in bringing it to you. Our show tonight was produced and directed by Don Bondmeyer and Charlie Derrick. And until we get together again, this will be Mrs. Jones' eldest son, Jay, bidding each and every one of you a very pleasant good night. And wherever you go, spread joy.
Well, on behalf of Johnnie Lee Wills and all the boys, I'd like to thank you folks for all your phone calls. The guys had a good time, and I hope you enjoyed it. And by your calls, I can really tell that you enjoyed the live music from KVOO tonight. So we'll be getting back.
Thanks for watching my video. If you enjoy my Bob Wills videos, click the like button and click the share button to send this video to your friends. They might like it. If you want to hear more Bob Wills music, buy me a coffee with a tip. Click the See More link in my video description and use the Tip Jar app. I also have free music downloads on my website. Go to exploringthepast.net.